Yeah, hi there, and I'm reading your independent writing practice test number 5 right now. I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I think overall you have a fairly well organized essay. I'm looking at it right now, so let's take a look at each of your paragraphs. See, some people, you want to make this verb plural because it refers to people. So some people say that teachers deserve to be paid if the students get better results from them, while others think teachers should not be paid according to the students' learning. And make this a plural possessive and then put the apostrophe after the S. See, in my opinion, it's necessary to pay teachers who draw positive results from students. So my first suggestion here, you can probably create a more specific thesis that connects the key points of your body paragraphs. And you can probably develop this introduction, I think right now, let's see where we're at. So you have about 45 words. You can double the introduction. You can make some general statements about the topic. You might say something about students, universities, going to school, making decisions, learning and all that, and then narrow down to what you're talking about here. Alright, let's take a look. So you said, to begin with, if teachers are paid more when it is proved that students have learned a lot, they will feel they maybe have achieved something valuable, and also they will try to teach your students passionately to get paid more. It's a kind of motivation. For example, these days, companies because of these days, I'm going to use present perfect here, companies have adopted the way of paying for performance, have adopted, I think this is a little bit wordy, so let's get rid of all this. Okay, these days companies have adopted performance-related pay, like bonuses, because this will make people work hard to get more rewards. Moreover, it makes people compete for the money. You might say, to connect this back, in this regard, you want to say competition here. You need a noun, not an adjective. In this regard, competition is not always harmful. So I think you might say something like this. I think if teachers, probably even need to say that, if teachers have competitive salaries, they will try to teach children more effectively. Probably say something like this. I think we're making the comparison complete here. So if teachers have competitive salaries, they would try to teach children more effectively than from other teachers who do not have this added incentive. Okay, let's take a look at your next one, your next paragraph. You say, so it is fair to give teachers who make students learn more money because of the equity. If all of the teachers get the same wages from the school, they will think it is completely unfair. So teachers might just spend time in the school not trying to focus on teaching, because even though they work harder, try to make students learn more, they will get paid exactly the same, maybe, as other teachers who are lazy and have no passion. Probably need to develop this a little bit more. So students will benefit more if teachers Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, let's take a look at your last paragraph here. So you have, however, there are people. You want to say are because people is your subject. So there are people who have the opposite idea with those I mentioned above, because they think there is no objective standard which can prove how much your students learn. For instance, if teachers don't get bonuses, even if they think they have really tried their best to draw others to, I would say, help their students reach their maybe academic potentials, they will be frustrated and also feel uncomfortable with the school or other teachers who get paid. But I don't agree with these statements, because there can be concrete results like students' scores for tests and quizzes, and envy. You're saying you want to make a noun here. Envy or jealousy can be a good motivation to work hard. You might say that in order to be recognized financially for their efforts, teachers will try harder Okay, we have that. See, overall, people might consider that teachers must not be paid according to the results from the students, but there are more advantages if we adopt the performance, I would use a hyphen here, performance-related pay. Teachers have to be paid related to how much they have improved and upgraded their students. Knowledge-based because of motivation and fairness. They will work harder to make more money, and teachers who have the better results deserve to be paid more. In addition, in capitalism, it is fair to give people money who work hard. I'm going to use simple present to explain this and get the better outputs. Therefore, I claim teachers should be paid according to how much your students content. Okay, I think we have it. So now the question is, what is your score, right? So let's do a quick spell check just quickly here. Make that 2 words. I think we have it. Okay, so I think you could improve the introduction a little bit, like I said in the beginning, and you could probably have a more specific thesis. However, you really developed your ideas, you're writing with a fairly high level of polish. You don't have too many difficulties, I think, with your grammar and your vocabulary, so I think that's a good sign. So if we take a look at the rubrics here, I'm going to put you in the low 4 area here. So I'm going to put you at 4.0 out of 5, 25 points out of 30. So this, I think, characterizes your writing right now. So I think it's very strong. You seem to have a lot of experience putting together essays. Now, for the purposes of our class, I gave you 4.0. That's going to put you at 88% on this assignment. So if I gave you maybe just the main suggestion I could give you is just make sure when you're writing the introduction, try to raise the topic a little bit more than you did, and then try to create a more sharply focused thesis that can connect the different parts of your essay together. And it wasn't necessary, but I liked the counter argument that you included. I mean, you didn't have to do it, but the fact that you did, you acknowledged the opposite view, and then you refuted that. And you spent a paragraph with that helped show some depth and complexity to your ideas.